Recent reports indicate a major shift in strategy, as Ukraine has begun conducting strikes deep within Russian territory, a move that appears to have the backing of the United States. This marks a new phase in the conflict, and we're here to break down what it means for everyone involved. For months, the international community has watched as Ukraine defended its sovereignty against immense pressure. The front lines have been a constant focus, but now, the battlefield is expanding. Ukrainian forces have reportedly targeted key military and logistical sites far beyond the immediate border areas. We're talking about infrastructure crucial to Russia's war effort, command centers, supply depots, and air bases located hundreds of kilometers inside Russia. These aren't random attacks. They are precise, strategic operations designed to disrupt and degrade Russia's ability to sustain its offensive. So, what changed? A key factor is the evolution of Western support, particularly from the United States. Initially, there were concerns that allowing Ukraine to use Western-supplied long-range weapons for strikes inside Russia could lead to a dangerous escalation. However, the strategic calculus appears to have shifted. U.S. officials have recently signaled a change in policy, granting Ukraine more leeway to use American weaponry for counterfire purposes, essentially to defend itself against attacks originating from Russian soil. This decision didn't come lightly. It reflects a growing understanding that restricting Ukraine's ability to strike back at the source of attacks puts its forces and civilians at a significant disadvantage. The impact of these strikes is multifaceted. Militarily, they force Russia to reevaluate its air defense systems and redeploy assets to protect its interior, potentially thinning out its resources along the main front lines in Ukraine. This could create new opportunities for Ukrainian counteroffensives. Psychologically, these attacks bring the reality of the conflict home to the Russian public in a way that state-controlled media cannot easily ignore. When air raid sirens sound in cities far from the Ukrainian border, it shatters the narrative that this is a distant special military operation. From Ukraine's perspective, this is about leveling the playing field. For over 2 years, Russia has launched missiles and drones from deep within its own territory, targeting Ukrainian cities, power plants, and civilian infrastructure with devastating effect. By being able to strike back at the launch sites and logistical hubs that support these attacks, Ukraine is not just defending itself, it's actively disrupting the aggressor's war machine at its source. This proactive defense is seen as essential for protecting its people and achieving a more sustainable security situation. Of course, this development raises important questions about the future of the conflict. How will Russia respond to these new pressures? Will it lead to de-escalation by demonstrating the high cost of continued aggression? Or will it provoke a harsher reaction? These are the critical questions military analysts and world leaders are grappling with right now. The international community is watching closely, balancing the imperative to support Ukraine's self-defense with a desire to manage and contain the conflict. What is clear is that Ukraine, with newfound capabilities and international backing, is demonstrating its resolve to determine its own future and defend its sovereignty by all necessary means. Thanks for tuning in to understand this complex situation with us. The dynamics are constantly changing, and we'll be here to keep you updated. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.